What is going on, guys? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of August, which is crazy, and my hat pretty much says it all. I have some stuff to show you. Also, for anybody keeping track, I broke my leg about a month ago on my wife's birthday. It was a month yesterday. Today's the 27th. This happened on July 26th. It still hurts, and I have about 3 to 4 months of recovery time still with a brace, and then after that it takes about a year to heal. But I did get a bunch of stuff, and because I've been down and out and I really can't do a lot, I've been watching a ton of movies and I've been reading a lot of books. So you'll see it's going to reflect in this month's haul, because let me tell you, I got some stuff here, and it was a good month. Definitely a lot more pickups than what I thought. There were 2 in here that I definitely knew I was getting. The other ones are kind of a surprise. However, we're going to save the movies for last, and then we're going to go ahead and start with the books, because if you guys like the movies, stick around, watch the video. If you guys like books, we're going to knock that out first. So I got all of these off of Pango Books from the same seller, and I can't remember her name, but her packaging and just everything, the communication, she was phenomenal. Pango actually had given me a $10 credit because I haven't used the app in a really long time, because I really haven't bought any books other than Never Flinch, Stephen King's latest book. And I went on Pango. I was searching. They gave me a $10 credit plus the seller. If you spent so much money, you got an additional, I think, 20% off your order. So I got all 4 of these books in basically brand new condition, hardcovers, for $26, which is a really good deal, because all 4 of these books in this condition on Amazon would cost you almost $70. So definitely saved myself like 50 bucks. So first thing we got here, we got Stephen King and Owen King, Sleeping Beauties. I have seen a lot of people talk about this book, and it's pretty well received for the most part. Obviously, there's some people that don't like it. Yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. It's definitely kind of out of my Stephen King wheelhouse. You know, I like certain types of books by him. So this is definitely going to be different, but that's how 11/22/63 was. Definitely not a Stephen King book that I'm used to reading. And that book is my favorite Stephen King book ever, of all time. It's fantastic. So I'm really excited to dive into this, and this is a thick boy. Very thick boy. Let me see actually how many pages this is. I don't know if I'll get to this one this year. 702. Well, that's if you read the author's notes. So 700 pages. 700 pages in this thick boy right here. So super excited to get into that. Next up, I picked this one up. This is one that not a lot of people care for at all. But my buddy Eric, who's been my best friend for many years, really enjoyed this book, actually. And that is Cell by Stephen King. Look at that. Yes, this book, again, not a lot of people like it. I think there's a movie adaptation you can watch somewhere on streaming. And it's got, let me see here, 350 pages. So another decent read there. And then these next 2 are completing the Bill Hodges trilogy. So I have read Holly. That was my first book that introduced me to that character. And then I read Never Flinch. And, you know, it referred a lot back to like older books that I actually own, like The Outsider, and talking about different people that they were hunting down. You know, Bill Hodges and Holly and Jerome and Barbara, all those characters, if you're familiar with those stories. So it made me want to go back and start from the beginning. So I actually read Mr. Mercedes. I think I just finished it not too long ago. Yeah, so I read it I think last month. I read Mr. Mercedes, and I really liked it. So I had to pick up the second book, Finders Keepers. And then I also picked up, to complete the trilogy, End of Watch. So we got those. I already have The Outsiders. The Outsider, they allude to like a crime in that book a lot in Never Flinch. So I will be reading The Outsider as well. So my goal is to finish kind of the Bill Hodges trilogy this year, if I can. But who knows? That's a lot of reading. That's a lot of pages. And yeah, I also work full-time, so forgive me. Next up, the movies. This right here is the good stuff, and let me tell you, I am super happy to have added all of these to my collection. So first up, a heavy hitter, a movie that my wife and I watched, and it completely exceeded my expectations and did not at all follow in the steps that I thought this movie was going to follow based off the first trailers that we got. I thought this was going to be a run-of-the-mill possession movie, which, you know, very copy-paste, which I do enjoy those. Don't get me wrong. I love those types of movies. I don't know why. Even if they're bad, I still like watching them, and I still pick them up when I can. And that is Bring Her Back. However, this was none of those. This did not follow the typical possession horror tropes that a lot of other movies follow, like, you know, like movies. Obviously, The Exorcist was kind of like a big one. And then you had like The Pope's Exorcist, and there's another one, like The Devil, not The Devil Inside. Well, The Devil Inside, kind of. I can't remember. But there's just been a bunch that are just like copy-paste of The Exorcist. This was not that. This movie was fantastic. This is an A24 special edition. You guys know that I love, love, love my A24 films. This is my fourth one in the collection, and if it's a decent movie that I like, and I will definitely be picking up the A24 versions because I just think they're fantastic. And this is actually really cool. Like, if you guys know, if you're familiar with the A24 stuff, they do come with like postcards and like things like that. So, you know, you open it up, it's really cool. You got your disc, and then you just have like art cards. Don't know how much of this TikTok is going to like, but yeah. Just a really, really good movie. There's also another one in here. There you go. Highly recommend it. If you haven't watched it or been on the fence about it, just do it. Watch it. It's a great film. It is really really a great film. So I enjoyed it. My wife actually really liked it, which was surprising. And it's one of those ones. It's kind of a slow burn, I will say. Oh, there's another one here. There you go. It is very slow, but it definitely keeps you guessing the whole time. And I feel like that's what makes a good horror movie. Like, just when you thought you predicted what was going to happen, you didn't. You were wrong. And it's just done so well. The acting is phenomenal. I cannot get this back in there right now. I will fight with this after this video. But yeah, the acting was just absolutely incredible. The premise is fantastic. Highly recommend. Next up, I missed out on this from Terror Vision when this originally released, and this came out in Walmart with like a cheaper slipcover, and I had to pick it up immediately because it was less than $20, and that is Rumpelstiltskin from 1995. If you like the Leprechaun movies, you would love this because it's from the creators of Leprechaun. This movie is just off the wall 90s cheese, just crazy stuff. It has some of the funniest lines in horror movies, just like the Leprechaun does. You cannot go wrong with this. Great release from Terror Vision. I have like another cheaper version of theirs, and that's the Frogman. Like, I also have their more premium releases, but I'm glad that you get to go to like a Walmart and pick stuff like this up from a boutique label, because I just find that awesome, honestly. And the fact that it's like super affordable for people too. Next up here, we have a couple Steelbooks. This one I had picked up because my wife and I love the show. It's actually one of my favorite shows of all time, and this is the prequel to my favorite show of all time. And I was really excited because it got renewed for a second season, and then Paramount, by the way, Paramount, if you're watching this, fuck you, renew this because you already promised us a second season, and then you fucking cancel it. That's stupid, Paramount. I know you're not watching this, but the new owners, you're stupid. This show, the ratings were incredible, and we could have got more out of this. And that is Dexter Original Sin. I loved this show. My wife loved this show. I love the original series. I love New Blood. Resurrection has been fantastic. And I was super excited that this got picked up for a second season, only to be canceled. And I shit you not, it got canceled 2 days after this arrived in the mail. This has been out for a while, and I had won a gift card through work for like $100. Threw it on Amazon, and had some things in my cart that I wanted, and I scooped this up in that. So yeah, it's great. The back is very basic, but it's Harry's Code. If you watch Dexter, then you know. It's just a cool steelbook. I have the New Blood steelbook, and I really like it. Here's the J card, the discs. So Paramount, get your shit together. Please bring this back, because this show deserves a second season. And I know some people are like, nah, with Resurrection, we don't need it. We do. We do need it. True fans of Dexter need Original Sin Season 2. Come at me. I'm even wearing a Dexter shirt. I love Dexter. Clearly. I have a Dexter Funko Pop right there. I showed off last month. Next up, this was a steelbook. This is, so out of all the releases, I told you there was 2 I knew I was getting. Bring Her Back being one of them. And then this one, because I showed my wife the picture of this from Groove, and she was like, if you're going to buy any movie, she's like, I don't care. If you're going to buy any movie, you have to buy this movie. This movie is my wife and I's childhood, and I love it. And I think this is like the 40th year anniversary or something like that. I could probably tell you, actually. Let's see, 30th year anniversary. Had to have it because my wife told me. And this steelbook is absolutely gorgeous. We have Casper, the first Casper movie on 4K. And this steelbook is just incredible. Like I said, I showed my wife the screenshot, and she was like, please, if you get anything, you have to get Casper. And I was like, I got you. I have to get Casper. And I did. And it came like days before the release too, which was amazing. So look at this. It says, seeing is believing on the back. I absolutely love this movie. We are waiting for the perfect time to watch it. My wife and I do have a 2-year-old child, and he loves watching stuff with us all the time. If we have movies on, he watches from start to finish, and we cannot wait to show him Casper. It is just incredible. I'm so happy that I was able to pick this up. My wife was super happy with it. So guys, check out Groove, because you put in your email address if you don't have an account with them, and make an account, you get like 20% off, and you can't go wrong with that. So like, I paid way under retail for this. So that was super, super awesome. Casper 4K steelbook. Next up, 3 of probably my favorite comedy movies, and I you know, can thank my stepdad for this, because he watched these movies, and I remember finding them so funny, especially the 3rd movie in this trilogy, and that is the Rush Hour trilogy. I love these movies. So it comes with Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3, obviously. No digital code, nothing like that. But I don't think my wife has ever seen these, and I cannot wait to watch them. They are so funny. This artwork right here is absolutely phenomenal, by the way. These movies are just a really, really good time, and if you've never seen it, I highly, highly recommend that you check them out, because they're just so fun. My stepdad is a big action movie guy and comedy, so when you can combine the two, and you have somebody like Chris Rock, who is just hilarious, and then Jackie Chan, who is just, you know, obviously an action movie beast, you just get a great set of films here. So highly recommend. They're all really good. And last but not least, my wife and I love Stranger Things. We love Finn Wolfhard. And this is a movie we saw a trailer for, and I was like, that looks really fun. We should pick it up. I didn't even know this released. I just happened to look, found out it was out, found it on Amazon, super, super cheap, had to pick it up, and that is Hell of a Summer. I think I paid like $7 or $8 for it, so it was like on like a sale thing at the time, and I snagged it. Was it fantastic? No. Was it a decently fun time with some really good comedy aspects? Yeah, it was fun. This is one of those movies, you just shut your brain off, you throw it on, and you just have a good time. You don't necessarily have to pay a ton of attention to it, because you're not really going to miss anything. Super fun movie. I liked it a lot. My wife thought it was decent. But yeah, it's just something to throw on when you just want to kind of shut your brain off. So guys, that is everything that I picked up this month. Let me know what you guys got. If you've seen any of these, what you think of them. I'd love to have a discussion with you. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, I'll see you later in another video. Bye-bye. It won't end. What the hell? Okay, for real. Bye.